नमस्कृत्य नरं चैव नरोत्तमं देवीं सरस्वतीं व्यासं ततो जयमुदीरये। गजाननं भूतगणातिसेवितं कपित्थजम्बूफलसारभक्षितम् उमासुतं शोकविनाशकारणं नमामि विघ्नेश्वरपादपङ्कजम् आपदामपहर्तारं दातारं सर्वसम्पदां लोकाभिरामं श्रीरामं भूयो भूयो नमाम्यहम् आर्तानामार्तिहन्तारं भीतानां भयनाशनं द्विषतां कालदण्डं तं रामचन्द्रं नमाम्यहम् रामाय रामभद्राय रामचन्द्राय वेदसे रघुनाथाय नाथाय सीताय पतये नमः। कूजन्तं राम रामेति मधुरं मधुराक्षरम् आरुह्य कविता शाखां वन्दे वाल्मीकिकोकिलं वाल्मीकिर्मुनिसिंहस्य कवितावनचारिणः शृण्वन् रामकथानादं को न याति परां गतिं गोष्पदीकृतवारीशम् अशकीकृतराक्षसं रामायण महामाला रत्नं वन्दे नीलात्मजम् अंजनानन्दनं वीरं जानकीशोकनाशनं कपीशमक्षहन्तारं वन्दे लङ्काभयङ्करम्। मंगलभवन अमंगलहारी मंगलभवन अमंगलहारी द्रवो सुदशरथ अजिर बिहारी द्रवो सुदशरथ अजिर बिहारी। जय 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 हनुमान गोसाई जय 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 हनुमान गोसाई। कृपा करो गुरु देव की नाई कृपा करो गुरु देव की नाई। जय 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 हनुमान गोसाई मंगल भवन मंगलहारी। जनक सुता जग जननी जानकी अतिशय प्रिय करुणा निधान की। ताके युगपद कमल मनाऊं जासु कृपा निर्मल मति पाऊं। We are in the near about halfway mark of Valmiki Ramayana, little less, and at that point where Ravana has already kidnapped Sita and taken her away to Lanka, we saw that. And the initial dialogues that are there, she has now been taken off to Ashokavanika. And been given an ultimatum by Ravana that you align to my wish, I give you 1 year's time. If within this period of time you do not agree to my proposition, then my cooks will cut you and slice you up into small bits and serve you for my breakfast. Alpaharam. Then we saw Valmiki took us back to Dandakaranya, where Rama had was hurriedly coming back after realizing that Maricha, the Rakshasa, has actually played a horrible trick, and he saw lot of bad omens. Even as he came back, a jackal was howling, nerve-wracking howl, hair-raising howls from behind him. Animals and birds were going around him from the right to the left. He knew that these omens are inauspicious, that something has happened to Sita, and he is hoping in his heart that Lakshmana doesn't leave her. He wants, his heart in his mouth, he is coming back in a hurry, walking in a great speed, and then the worst happens. Actually, he sees in the far distance, he is seeing Lakshmana coming, walking alone towards him. And Valmiki beautifully describes that scene, that Lakshmana is coming, Vigata Prabhum, his face has lost luster, with a pale face Lakshmana is coming, and then Rama and Lakshmana face each other, face to face. Vishannas Vishannena Dukkhito Dukhi Dukha Bhagina. It is a dejected face meeting a dejected face, a sorrow-stricken face meeting a sorrow-stricken face, a woe-begone face. They looked at each other, and then we saw Rama immediately ask him, scold him, saying, how could you do this? How did you do this? How did you leave her alone? What you have done is not correct. We saw that. And he tells Lakshmana, my left eye is twitching. Without a doubt, Sita has been killed or something has happened to her. That's where we stop, we continue from there. So, Lakshmana has not spoken a word. Rama catches him by his right arm, turns him around and starts walking back. And even as he walks back, Rama continues to voice his worries to Lakshmana. He says, Prasthitam dandakaranyam mamanujagama ya mamanujagamaha kwasa Lakshmana vaidehi yam hitva tumihagataha. Prasthitam dandakaranyam ya mamanujagamaha. Lakshmana, when I had to start off for Dandakaranya, she who followed me, where is she? Kwasa Lakshmana Vaidehi. Where is that Vaidehi Lakshmana, whom you have just abandoned and come here? Rajabhrashtasya deenasya dandakan paridhavatah kwasa dukkha sahayame Vaidehi tanu madhyama. Lakshmana, Rajabhrashta I am. I am somebody who has been exiled from kingship. I am a Deena, I am a wretched man. Dandakan Paridhavata, I am somebody who is running here and there in Dandakaranya. That is my state of affairs now. In this state of mind, Dukkha Sahaya, she who was sharing my pain, where is she? Kwasa, where is that Vaidehi? Where is that Vaidehi Tanumadhyama? Yam vina notsahe veera muhurtamapi jeevitum kwasa prana sahayame Sita surasutopama. She without whom I have no interest in living even for one moment. I have no interest in living on if she is not there. Where is that prana sahaya of mine, the one who is my life support? That life support of mine, where is she? Where is that Sita who is Surasutopama, who is the equal of a daughter of God? She is like the daughter of a god. Where is she? Where is she, Lakshmana is asking. Paditvam amaranam cha prithivyaschaapi Lakshmana tam vina tapaniyabham necheyam janakatmajam. Paditvam amaranam, even if I am given the lordship of all the devas, amaras, and combined with the lordship of the entire earth, even such a post I will have simply no interest at all. Without tapaniya bham, necheyam janakatmajam, without the daughter of Janaka, who, the lady of golden complexion, tapaniya bham. You can also say, she who has got a lustrous complexion because of tapas. Meditation gives radiance. So if you look at this, Kvachit jivati vaidehi pranaihi priyataramama kachit pravrajanam saumyaname mithya bhavishyati kachit jivati vaidehi pranaihi priyataramama. Is my Vaidehi, who is dearer to me than my life, I hope she is alive. Does she live? Yes. In these few verses, Rama actually set some kind of a benchmark in terms of how a person is supposed to describe his wife, I presume. He says, Maam Anudagama, she followed me. Dukkha Sahaya, shared my pains and sorrows. Prana Sahaya, life support. Without whom I cannot live for 1 second. Surasatopama, equal to a daughter of a god. Tapaniya bham, shining with the luster of gold or tapasya. Pranaihi priyatara, more dear to me than my own life. Now I had to highlight this point because Rama is, often people are saying he was not very kind to his wife and all that. Right? Any fool who has read a comic and ends up giving such opinions in Supreme Court. And then there is also this view that Rama is some kind of a rock without any emotion. It looks like he has a lot of emotion. And he is not afraid of, he is not hesitant in voicing that emotion. He is saying all this. And he is asking Lakshmana, Kachit pravrajarat pravrajanam saumyaname mithya bhavishyati. He says, is Vaidehi alive? For if she is not alive, then will my vow to my father to live the life of an ascetic wanderer exiled in the forest, will that vow, will it turn out to be false? Will I? Because meaning to say, I will die. But then I have given a word of 14 years in forest. So if I die, when I am dead, I will become a killer of my own pledge, of my own word. And when I am dead, Lakshmana, he continues, when I am dead, Lakshmana, you go back. When you have gone back to Ayodhya, Lakshmana, Perhaps you will find Kaikeyi will be very happy. Her wish has been fulfilled. God grant that Kausalya, grieving for her dead son, shall not have to wait like a servant on Kaikeyi, who, having her son and her kingdom, will have attained her heart's desire, my child. I hope this does not come to pass. You already decided, Rama, that she is dead, I will die, this is what is going to happen. Things are not going my way in life. And Kaikeyi, a long plan of hers has come to fruition. She will be so happy. And then when the going is good, you strike more. No? They say when your enemy is down, you should show no mercy. Crush. Because if you leave the enemy alone, even a small little matchstick left can burn your entire house down back. So no mercy. Like that. So at this point, let me divert a little and tell you a story I heard. There is the many pravachanas that are going on TV. There's one very interesting one by a North Indian saint called Sudhanshuji Maharaj. You might have heard of him. Interesting. So he was telling this story, real life story. So he said, there it was. He didn't name the person. He said there was this elderly gentleman. He was living in Delhi. He was near Qutub Minar. That's as much as I will tell you. He had two sons. And they were all living he had built a house, ground floor, first floor, like that. His elder son had gone overseas, married. Younger son was there with his wife and his son, that is the old man's grandson. They were downstairs. This man himself, along with his elderly wife, he was staying in first floor. And then his wife died. Old man's wife died. So he was alone. So then as things would happen, then they said, okay, he will shift downstairs to stay with the son. And they upstairs, maybe they locked or whatever they did. Downstairs he shifted. Then things started. Life became very difficult for him. He was already having he was an elderly man, lost his wife. He is having some nerve problem in his foot, so he couldn't walk very well. He had a walking problem. On top of it, he became ill frequently and he had deep cough. And his son and daughter-in-law were not very kind to him. They thought he was a burden. Moreover, he was sick and all kinds of attention was needed. So the daughter-in-law started telling the child that don't go near his grandfather and sit and all that. He's coughing all the time. You will also get infection. Then it's a problem. Who is going to take care and all of that? A small boy, what will he know? He'll go only. Then she used to shout at the father-in-law saying, you should know better than to allow him to come and sit near you. You are coughing all the time. You know what will happen to this child, this thing, that thing, etc. Start shouting at him. Then this was going on, they were not getting proper medical attention, his situation also became worse. So then she convinced her husband that, see, this is not correct, that with all this sickness he should be staying here, and this is not at all advisable. In our house, they had this small garage, So he said, we'll renovate that garage and we'll shift Papa there. He'll stay there. Right? So they did that. They put some bed there and said renovated and all that, and they said, you shift there. No, you be there. Here it's too risky. They shifted him there. So they shifted him to that garage. So he was there. Then his son used to go on tour and all that. He was not even getting proper food properly on time and all that. Sometime once she gave, in fact, apparently she gave him some stale bread with some milk, cold milk. This is what is there, you want to take it, you take it, kind of thing. So he suffered, he was ill, he couldn't walk properly, he was coughing, all that was happening. Then one day when he was there, at that time, night time or sometime like that, there was a heavy rain and suddenly the power went off. There was no current, heavy rain. And for what reason, I think maybe to answer nature's call, whatever it is, this old man had to go out of that place. So he got up, somehow he couldn't walk properly, so he needed to take support of the wall when he walked. So in the darkness, he was taking support of the wall and trying to go out. When suddenly the power came back again. And there was an electric leak because of the rain and all that. So he had a massive attack of shock on his body, and threw him and he fell on the ground. 3-4 hours he was lying there, nobody came to look also. Then he got up. He slowly came to his senses. Nobody had come even looking for him. Then with great difficulty somehow he got up, and then he wanted to go back to his bed or whatever. And he got back to his bed, and suddenly after a short time he realized that he could walk pretty nicely now. That electricity shock had done something to him. And not just that, his cough also seemed to have much better. Something had happened. That shock had hit him, something had happened to him, and so he seemed much better now. So when he seemed much better, and then he looked better and all that, then he told them that there is no reason why I should stay now in the garage and all that, I am better, we will come back there. So he shifted back into the ground floor along with his son and daughter and child, grandchild, etc. And then the daughter-in-law started telling the husband, see, I told you, this is acting drama, he was never ill, he was doing all this drama. See, this is what, only if you put him, now you see, he's come back and all that. All that she was doing. Then this guy thought this is just going from bad to worse. So then one fine day he decided something. He had 1 lakh rupees savings in the bank. Little more than a lakh. He withdrew 1 lakh. He called his son and said, listen son, you people have been working hard, you're not taking a break at all. I want you are not taking your child and wife out for a break. I want you to take a break, take a holiday, go to some hill station, have some break. I'll be here, I'm okay now, I can take care of myself. Here, take 1 lakh rupees. You take the 1 lakh rupees for you and take a holiday, I want to do this for you. So then she also, 1 lakh rupees coming, so she said, yes, and all that, and so they all went off 1 month holiday. As soon as they went off, our man got into action. He called a property dealer and said, you do an assessment of this house, I want it sold in 4 days. 4th day, I want the registration done. Condition. Property dealer assessed it, did that, etc. 4th day he did, 3 crore rupees. That house, it is in his name. He had built it. He had not given it to anybody. It was in his name. He had built it. He has every right to sell it. He sold it. He sold it for 3 crores. Then he took 2 flats on rent and paid advance rent for 1 year for those 2 flats. Got all the things shifted, his elder brother's things to one flat, his other fellow's things shifted to the other flat. Handed over this house to the new buyer, wrote a nice long letter to his son, put it in a cover, gave it to his neighbor saying, if and when my son comes back, please give him this cover. So those people, then he went off. So his son came back from the tour along with wife and child, came, found house locked. He said, what the hell, where is the father and all that? He went, started inquiring. They said, oh, he's gone away and then the house is locked. Yeah, house has also been sold. So what do you mean house has been sold? The house has been sold. In fact, the new buyer of the house is going to be coming just now. He had said, whenever you come, we should tell him. He will be coming also. I will call him. So that fellow also came. Oh, you are the son, etc. Yes, your father has sold a house to me. I will be moving in. What do you mean my father has sold? He said, of course he has sold. He said, show me the papers. I will show you the papers. So I showed the papers. All sold. Everything is there. Pakka. I don't know what to do. Then, but he also left an envelope for you, the neighbor said. He said, okay, take. So he opened that envelope, one letter written from his father in Hindi. Mere nalayak bete, my useless son. What can I say? I hope that your children do not give you the same kind of difficulty that you have given me when they, etc. I started. And writes there that, see, I have sold this house. The property was mine. None of you have any this thing in it, so I have sold it. But for you and your brother, I have also taken 2 flats on rent and I have paid 1 year advance rent for you both. Although you are both earning and can take care of yourself in your family, I have still kept 1 flat for each of you and paid 1 year advance, because I remembered your mother, who never allowed even the hot sun to touch your back. So in her memory, I thought, even though you fellows are useless fellows, I'll give you something. You can take a house on rent, etc. Letter was there. Yeah, where don't search for me, he said, it gone off. So he took the rest of the cash and he went to Rishikesh. By the Ganges, by the banks of the Ganges, he bought a small house for himself. He hired one cook, one Kameshwar, to come and cook for him. Hired full-time servant. Daily he'll go for Ganges bath. He'll go for Katha, Kirtan, Mandir. Good food he was getting, Kameshwar was making. And when he feels like it, those are Dehat, he'll go for oil massage and all that. Started doing Kirtan, all of that. And that fellow, Sudhanshu Maharaj, when he was giving a pravachan in Rishikesh, he found among that crowd, in one of the first, this fellow was there, elderly man, who was very freely, he was dancing and doing the Kirtan when the Kirtan was going on with the ghanta. He was doing all that. He was abandoned, complete abandoned, an old man. So something struck him, so that says I called him. I wanted to speak to him, so I said, who? Because they used to call, he said, who is he? So the people told him, no, what a Mast Baba hai. He's a Mast Baba, they told him. So then he called him, bhaiya Mast Baba ko bulana dera and all that. He talked to him, bhaiya Mast Baba kahan ke? So that man told him, Baba nahi, hum Lala hai actually. We are lalas. So he said, Acha, to. He said, no, no. Then he said, and he told me his story, this is what has happened, so this is what I did. Now I am happy, I am fine. And so that's why I must only. Kirtan aa rahe, katha aa rahe. I am doing well. Then this man asked him, Baba, that too is fine, but your son and daughter-in-law may find you. They may come searching for you, they may find you here, and they will bring their grandson, and you will see your grandson coming and asking for you. Then, like a magnet, you will go back, na? You will follow him all the way back. He said, no, that is gone. Wo gaya. Arey, many births, many wives, many children, many grandsons. I have been somebody's grandson. It's all over. And all I have left it now, that I don't have any. I have now come to Rishikesh. I am in the abidance of divinity. I have no connection with the world anymore. It's all done and gone. Why I said this story is, firstly as a diversion. Secondly, this is what this happens in the world. And thirdly, that Kaikeyi, if Rama has an apprehension that she may ask Kausalya to become a servant, it is valid. It is not something that is completely out of the world to expect. Coming back to Ramayana. Rama says, Lakshmana, if I go back and I find that Vaidehi is not alive, then I will take my own life. If I go back and I do not find her there greeting me with her winsome smile, I am finished, Lakshmana. I am a dead man. Then he turns to him and looks at him in the eye and says, tell me, is she alive or not? Is she alive? Or has she been eaten up by some Rakshasas, suffering agonizing pains due to your carelessness? See what happens sometimes, in the real world also it happens. Somebody dies. Message has to be sent to someone, say son is there in some other, studying in a college, hostel, something, or some other city. So you don't send a message saying father is dead. Generally his message will go saying something serious is not keeping well. Please somebody can you bring him, etc. That's what is normally done. Even if you don't know, that's what happened. Like for example, when I remember that when my grandmother had passed away and I had to pass on a telegram to my uncle who was in some other place saying his mother has passed away. So I had to say that she has died in the telegram. Telegram means phonogram. So in the phonogram I am dictating that. The phonogram person refused to take. He said, this kind of message please don't give. He doesn't want to take a message to somebody saying your mother is dead. I said, what do you want me to say? He said, please say she is serious, something. Start immediately. That is one thing. So like that, Rama is a little bit worried that Lakshmana may not be telling him this has happened. He may just be coming and woebegone face and chalo, we'll. Then when you go there, then he sees, then okay. So that suspicion Rama has got. So he says, you tell me now, is she alive or not? You're not telling me anything, you're not opened your mouth. Or is it that she, hearing Maricha's voice, she sent you off saying, you go, Rama is in danger, so you came off. But whatever is the reason, you are wrong to leave Sita alone. For the moment you left her alone, there was an opportunity for the Rakshasas to take revenge on me, which they have been waiting for, Lakshmana. He says all that. And then he says, Ahosmin vyasane magnas sarvatha shatrusudana kim tvidanim karishyami shanke praptavyam idrisham. Aho, he is shouting, Rama is. What can I do, he is saying. What shall I do, sunk as I am in misery? Kim tvidanim karishyami. And he says, Shanke praptavyam idrisham. I can only think that this is my karma. This is my fate. Praptavyam idrisham. I had this coming. Rama saying. And then he goes, he is blaming Lakshmana, who is already rejected. They are rushing towards the Parnashala, the ashrama of Rama. Rama's mouth is completely dried up. He is tired, he is exhausted, he is hungry, he is thirsty, and his face is pale, and he is panting, and they enter the hermitage and they find it empty. Shunyam. And then quickly he goes around the here and there around the ashrama, looking here and there, and then he comes back to the ashrama, looks again, and then tells Lakshmana, Etat taditi eva. It is just as I expected. This is the same. Why did you leave her and come? Yes, Lakshmana. I had left her alone, confident that you are there with her to protect her. Now, the first time Lakshmana opens his mouth, till now he has not said a thing. So he says, Nasvayam kamakarena tam tyaktvahamihagata prachodita tayai ugrai tvatsakashamihagata. I didn't on my own voluntarily leave her and come here, Rama. I was provoked by her harsh demeanor. Taya ugraihi. Her harsh words and provocation is what made me leave her and come here. I did not come here of my own free will. When Maithili heard the cry of someone imitating your voice, shouting, Ha Sita, Ha Lakshmana, save me, she was beside herself and seized by fear, Rama. She started weeping, and out of her love for you, she wanted me to proceed immediately. She told me, she kept telling me, go now, go, she told me. Not willing to listen a word from me. She wanted me to go. I tried to reason with her. I told her this is a false alarm. This cannot be, Rama, I told her. But no, she would not listen. I told her, can you even expect? Is it possible that my respected brother would ever say, save me? Would Rama ever bring himself to utter the word, save me? I told her that some Rakshasa is imitating his voice. I told her, Alam Vaiklavyam alambya swastha bhavanirutsuka nasosti trishulokeshu puman vairagavam rane jato va jayamano va samyugeya paradet na jayyo ragavo yuddhe devai shakra purogamai. Alam Vaiklavyam alambya swastha bhavanirutsuka. In Bhagavad Gita, when Arjuna has lost heart and put the weapon down, Sri Krishna says, Klaivyam asmagama. Same thing, he is telling Sita, Alam Vaiklavyam alambya swastha bhavanirutsuka. Give up this despondence, Sita. Control yourself, get back to yourself, control yourself. In the three words, there is not a person now, nor will there be a person ever in the future who is capable of taking on Rama in battle and overcoming him. It is not possible, Sita. Not even Indra, if he brings the entire Devasena, can do it, can actually defeat Rama in battle. There is nothing to fear. I told her, but though I was saying all this, She whose mind was dazed and bewildered. She shrieked words at me. She shrieked at me words of much cruelty. She said, Bhavo maitavatyartham papa eva niveshita vinashte bhratri praptum nachatvam mama vapsyasi. She told me, Lakshmana, you are entertaining the wicked desire to have me when your brother is dead. But that will not happen. You shall not have me. Sanketat bharaten tum ramam samanugacchasi kroshantam yathatyartham naivam abhyavapadyase. She told me, you are in a secret league with Bharata. There is a pact, secret pact you and Bharata have had, because of which you have come with Rama to the forest. And that is why you are not going out to rescue him when he is asked to act, when he is calling for help. You are all in this together, she told me. And she said, Ripuhu prachannachari tvam madartham manugacchasi ragavasyantare psus tathaivam navipadyase. You are Ripuhu, you are an enemy in disguise, prachannakari, as if you are some well-wisher you have come, but actually you are an enemy in league with Bharata. And you are doing all this because you are interested in me. And you are waiting for an opportunity to get me, and Rama is not here. So therefore you are now implementing that plan and you are not going out in search of Rama. She told me all this, Rama. Thus accused by her, I was wild and with my eyes bloodshot and my lips trembling, in anger I left the hermitage and I came looking for you. The verse is, Evamukto hi vaidehya samrabdho raktalochana krodhat prasfurtamanoshta ashramadi abhinirgata. I think this verse can actually mean the other way. I think what it probably also means is, when Vaidehi spoke like this with her eyes red and her lips throbbing in anger, to me words like this, then I had to leave. Rama heard this, and then he told her, Lakshmana, Saumya, my sweet brother, your coming here without her is an ill-conceived act. You knew fully well that I am capable of eliminating any Rakshasa threat. Even then you came away because of angry words spoken by Maithili. Nahite paritushyami tyaktva yadyasi Maithilim. Don't think I am pleased with you. Nahite paritushyami. I am not at all happy with you. Tyaktva yadyasi Maithili. You have just abandoned Maithili and come. I am not at all happy with you. I am angry. Why did you do this? Kruddhaya parusham vakyam shrutva striyayatvam ihagata. You heard some angry words of a woman and therefore you came off. Striya kruddhaya parusham vakyam. A lady, a woman in her anger will say many things. You take that seriously and then you leave her alone and you come here. Where did your brain go? Kind of thing. He is asking. Sarvatha tvavanitam te sitaya yat prachodita krodhasya vashamapanno nakaro shasanam mama. Lakshmana, what you have done? Sarvatha tvavanitam te. In every which way, sarvatha, in every which way, your act is one of disobedience, dereliction of duty, misbehavior. Whether it was because of provocation of Sita, Sitaya yat prachodita, or, very nicely he says, Sitaya prachodita krodhasya vashamapanno, or because you couldn't handle your anger, you got overcome by your anger. Krodasya vashamapanno. You got gripped by your anger, you couldn't control your anger got controlled you. Either because she said something, in any case, because anger, you became a victim of your own anger. Net, you have not obeyed my order. You have not obeyed my direction. Na akarot shasanam mama. By royal order. The king's order has been disobeyed. It is a breach of promise. Lakshmana, the Rakshasa who came in the guise of a deer, he now lies dead, killed by my arrow. And yes, it was he who struck by my arrow, cried out even when he was dying, imitating my voice, which made you come here, leaving Maithili. Okay, let us look for her. So saying that, he rushed out and went around. He said, okay, she used to go to this side for plucking flowers. So rushed there to see if she's gone there to pluck flowers, to see. No, couldn't find. Came back quickly to hermitage. Then again said, okay. She used to go that side to play with deer and squirrels and all that, with the birds and all that. So he went there looking for her. He couldn't find that. He came back to hermitage. Again looked around. Then he thought, he said, no. She used to go to meditate there. She used to go and do her prayers in some other part of the forest. She went looking for her there. So then he couldn't find that. Then he came back, etc. And then you said, oh God, he's not there, just as I feared, etc. Then he started running from tree to tree, says Valmiki. He started running from tree to tree, from hill to hill, from stream to stream, along with Lakshmana. He spoke to the tree, he asked the Kadamba tree, he asked the Arjuna tree. He said to the Kadamba tree and to the Arjuna tree, Sita was very fond of you. She loved you so much. Have you seen Sita? He asked the tree. He asked the Ashoka tree, saying, Ashoka, you are one who is supposed to drive away sorrow. Have you seen Sita? Have you seen Sita anywhere? Did you see her? Etc. He asked the Tilaka tree, the rose apple, the Karnikara tree, the Bilva Maram, the sandalwood tree. Asked all of them. He asked the animals. He asked the deer. He asked the elephants. And then he saw a tiger. Then he asked the tiger. Beautiful verse of Valmiki. शार्दूल यदि सा दृष्टा प्रिया चंद निभानना मैथिली मम विश्रब्धम कथयस्वनते भयम. O tiger, if by chance you have seen my beloved Maithili of moon bright face, tell me freely, you need not be afraid of me. Rama tells the tiger, don't be afraid of me. Like that. Nate bhayam, he said. He gives abhayam to the tiger. No need for you to be afraid of me. Tell me, have you seen Sita anywhere? Imagine this. Self-knowledge, so to say, could tell a tiger, don't be afraid. I love that. Absolutely love that. Then he thought, Valmiki says, then he thought that this Sita, she is probably playing with me. Huh? She is just playing with me. There was something somebody sent on internet today. There's a YouTube going viral with that. There's one lady, for her wedding time, she just to play with her husband, what she had done is she put on makeup, completely professional makeup, to make her look 50 years older or something. That fellow came, he shouted, etc. He threw his specs down, he took the taxi and went away. He said, I don't want to be seen in a photograph with you like this. So, no, she thought I was taken seriously. And anyway, so whatever it is. So he thought maybe she's playing with me. So he started shouting at him, I have seen you, don't run away, and all that. He started shouting in the forest. I have seen you, don't run away, stop hiding, come out. Come on, don't you have any pity? It is not in your nature, Sita, to indulge in practical jokes like this. You have never done it before, don't do it now. I am pleading, come out. I saw you rushing inside, hiding your yellow dress. Your yellow dress gave you away. I have seen you, come out. But she did not come. Ityevam vilapan Rama paridhavan vanadvanam kvachidudbhramate vegat kvachid vibhramate balat kvachid mattaiva abhati kantan veshana tatparah. Ityevam vilapad Rama. Valmiki says, blabbering like this. Rama. He ran, it seems. He was running from forest to forest. Paridhavan vanad vanam. Paridhavan. Not just simply sprinting. He is sprinting from forest to forest. Kvachit udbhramate vegat, kvachit vibhramate balat. He would leap and jump. And then spin round and round with all his strength, looking at you. Spin around, looking in all directions. Or just wander about like a madman, unmattaiva. Like a madman, he was walking around here and there. He ran helter skelter to woods and streams, to hills and cascades, and to dense thickets of the forest. He ran, and then he told Lakshmana, without Sita I will die, and if I die, my father will see me, and he will condemn me for not fulfilling my word of 14 years stay in the forest. Lakshmana tried his best to console him, saying, don't lose hope, Sita will be here somewhere, we will find her, you know her, she loves the forest, she must have just gone off here or there, she loves caves, she might have just gone to explore some caves, etc. They searched here and there, they couldn't. Rama said, no, but she doesn't go to Godavari alone, and all that, she will not go like that and all that, but then they are still searching. And then Rama says, listen, hold it, listen, Lakshmana, you return. You leave me now, you go back to Ayodhya. I cannot return to Ayodhya. How can I face Janaka? What will I tell him? Janaka asked me, where is Sita? What do I tell him? I cannot face her father. I will not be able to return to Ayodhya. You return. I will die here. I will perish here. For any case, life without Sita is meaningless for me. You go and please embrace Bharata. Please embrace Bharata and tell him Rama wholeheartedly agrees to your ruling the kingdom. Please take care of Kausalya. Please take care of Kaikeyi and Sumitra. Go back now. Leave me alone. I will die. Then he laments, Namadvidho dushkrita karmakari manye dvitiyosti vasundharayam shokena shoko hi paramparayam mameti bindan hridayam manascha. Namadvidho dushkrita karmakari manye dvitiyosti vasundharayam. I don't think, Lakshmana, that there is another man, a second man in the world, the whole wide world, who is dogged by evil karma as I am. For wave after wave of sorrow breaks upon my heart and mind, shattering them. I must have, in my past life or this life, in the past or the previous lives, I must have repeatedly done sins, papam. I must have done, with all my heart and soul, I have done terrible papam, that I am reaping the fruit of that, with sorrow upon sorrow coming of me. I lost my kingdom. I was separated from the beloved people of Ayodhya. I was separated from my mother. I lost my father, one after another. And now, the loss of Sita is like fuel has been poured into that fire. Saying this, Rama was going here and there, searching, not to be found. And then suddenly Rama noticed something and he told Lakshmana, Ete mruga mahavirya mamikshante muhurmuhu vaktukamai vahime ingitan yupalakshaye. He said, Lakshmana, look at these animals. These animals are looking at me as if they would like to tell me something. Ingitani, upalakshaye. I can see it from their faces. They want to tell me something. Saying this, Rama turned towards those animals and his eyes were full of tears. With tear blurred eyes, he looked at the animals and he asked them, "Where is Sita?" Thus asked, all the animals got up. They got up and they faced south. And they faced south and they looked up at the sky. And looking up at the sky and they ran in that direction. And then they stopped and they looked back at Rama. Then they looked up at the sky and they ran and then they stopped and they looked up. They kept doing that. Lakshmana understood the meaning, it seems, and he told Rama, I think we should explore in that direction. The southern direction we should explore. Maybe we'll come across some clue. Maybe we may even find Sita. And then the brothers took off in that direction. And after some time, Rama saw some sign. He said, Lakshmana, look. Look at these flowers on the ground. I know them. These flowers I gave Vaidehi. And she braided them to her hair. Do you think Rama is a rock? He gives flowers to Sita and he remembers which flowers he gave and he remembers she has braided to his hair. He should be given some award. So fallen on the ground, some petals are there. Some petals. This to flower I only gave, he says. Must be some special flower he must have brought from somewhere. Not easily available in that part of the forest, whatever. And she says, I can only thank the sun, the wind and the good earth for preserving these flowers because I think they wish to please me. But his happiness was very momentary on seeing the flowers. Then he suddenly became very angry and he turned around, looking at the hills. And told the hills, show me where is Sita, otherwise I am going to destroy your peaks. You shall be burnt to ash if you don't tell me, he shouted at the mountains around. And all they replied was his echo of his own voice. And very angry, he told Lakshmana, I'm not going to stand this. I'm going to dry up the river if it does not tell me where Sita is. And as he looked around in anger, suddenly he saw a large footmark. Big footmark. On that note, we'll conclude here today. Har Namah Parvati Pataye. Janaki Kanta Smaranam. Jai Jai Rama Rama. Gopika Jivana Smaranam. Govinda Govinda. Vetrivel Muruganuk. Shri Sadguru Swamina. Jai. Shri Anjaneya Swamina.